it's raining today. It's been a while actually. Don't think it's gonna stop, I guess we'll see. And what did I read today? I guess this doesn't help with the geopolitical tensions in terms of drones made in China and all that. How about this one? This one says, Russia produces kamikaze drone with Chinese engine. As it says here, Russia started producing a new long-range attack drone called the Garpia A1 last year using Chinese engines and parts, which is deployed in the war in Ukraine, according to two sources from a European intelligence agency and documents seen by Reuters. The intelligence, which included a production contract for the new drone, company correspondence on the manufacturing process, and financial documents, indicated that the IEMZ Kupol, a subsidiary of Russian state-owned weapons maker Almaz-Antey, produced more than 2,500 Garpias from July 2023 to July 2024. The existence of the new Russian drone incorporating Chinese technology has not been previously reported. IEMZ Kupol and Almaz-Antey did not respond to requests for comment. Two intelligence sources said that Garpia, which means harpy in Russian, has been deployed against military and civilian targets in Ukraine, causing the damage to critical infrastructure as well as both civilian and military casualties. Yeah, this probably doesn't help in terms of the US wanting to ban Chinese-made drones in general, like companies like DJI, for example. And it says here, quote, if this is happening, it could indicate that Russia can now rely more on domestic development as well as obviously on China, since both sides in this war depend on many Chinese components for drone production, he said. Iran, which didn't comment for this story, has supplied more than 1,000 Shahed kamikaze drones to Russia since the start of the invasion in February 2022. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in May last year. Russia's defense ministry did not respond to a request for comment for this story. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said in a statement to Reuters that Beijing strictly controls the export of items with potential military applications, including drones. So that's kind of contradicting there too, isn't it? If they say, for example, here, no, anything they export is not meant for military use and all that, but they are using it for military use, then shouldn't this technically mean you'd have to stop, I guess, knowing that this has come to light? Assuming it's true, of course. And with that, apparently they said NATO is condemning it, and it also says here in July, China said it would tighten drone export rules starting on September 1st. Beijing has said US sanctions on Chinese entities over the Ukraine war are, quote, illegal and unilateral. The Garpia has a takeoff weight of less than 300 kilos and a maximum range of 1,500 kilometers. The production contract between Kupol and the Russian Defense Ministry said, roughly similar to Iran's Shahed 136 drones that Moscow has used extensively in Ukraine. And they also showed like this little diagram, for example, I guess in terms of the production chain, as it says here, in terms of what is sanctioned and what isn't. But either way, I guess when it comes to war, they're gonna find a way to get the parts when the price is right, I guess you could say, huh? This won't help, in my opinion, in terms of things like the potential ban of DJI drones and stuff like that in the US. And still with military drones, would you actually trust Boeing in terms of this drone anyways? This one here says, hydrogen-powered military drone to launch in 2025. The drone is a product of Oral Flight Sciences, a company owned by aerospace giant Boeing. It came into the spotlight for the first time in June when it was introduced as a long-range reconnaissance aircraft. The XLE builds upon the existing Skirin X, which has been around since late 2022. This version is powered by battery-supplied electricity, and it can only travel to a distance of 8 miles from its operator, which for military needs doesn't mean all that much. Because the Skirin XLE pairs the battery of the X with a fuel cell system that runs on hydrogen, the range of the drone increased far beyond its initial capabilities, reaching an impressive 47 miles from its point of origin. We all knew that ever since the summer months, but at the end of August, Aurora Flight Sciences proved that so by flying the Skirin XLE for a total of 7 hours in the sky over Virginia. The achievement is described as a significant advancement in flight endurance for the Group 2 platform. A Group 2 drone is close to the smallest kind available according to classification by the US Department of Defense, and it can technically be transported in the back of a standard SUV or truck. Now, would you imagine using stuff like this just for other applications like drone delivery, for example, for regular stuff? It goes on to say that the drone is described as game-changing and it will become available to the interested parties in early 2025. It will roll off the assembly lines with 3 built-in mounting locations for payload, namely in the nose, in the belly, and under the wings. Separately, Aurora could integrate payloads as per customer requirements if need be. Yeah, again, I'm wondering if people are okay since it's connected with Boeing and they haven't exactly had a good reputation over the past couple of years, huh? With planes, I guess, breaking down and so forth, crashing in some cases, unfortunately. Raining north, but not further south. I'll take it. All right, see you guys later.